Hi everybody. So I am going to paint today kind of a French countryside, romantic, maybe lavender field. So that's my direction. I'm going to start off with a really pretty sky, and I'm going to use my big brush to create a light kind of yellow. I've got a little scoop of white, a little touch of yellow, a nice warm glow going on here. And I want to kind of cut this right about the middle. I just want to start to create this really pretty, like, probably sunrise, but it could theoretically be sunset. But we'll just call it sunrise. Nice, warm, pretty sunrise. And I'm just kind of getting a little irregular with the paint because I'm going to add clouds. So for right now, we're just going to keep this pretty warm glow. Maybe tone it down, make it a little softer. Just going to quickly paint the sides. All right. A nice warm glow. I'm going to clean my brush and I want to paint the upper portion kind of a light sky blue. So I'm going to take another scoop of white and a little touch of blue. Really soft blue. I think French countryside, nice pastel colors, quasi-muted. I can go ahead and blend these, but chances are I'm going to be covering them, so don't really blend too well together. I'll make that just a little bit brighter. Okay, and get my sides. And the top. Alright, so that's the base. And need a bit of a foreground. So, I am thinking there's going to be a little mountain here, maybe like a lavender mountain, maybe some little poofy trees, maybe a nice kind of golden green sort of far away area right in here. So I'm going to add a little bit of the yellow and a little bit of green. And get sort of a chartreuse color. We'll call this chartreuse. And I'm just going to kind of end it up right here in the background area. And just putting that on as a base. And I want to make the foreground kind of a darker purple color. And take a scoop of blue and a scoop of red. Get a nice dark purple. Maybe even more red. There we go. All right, so I have a pretty good base. I'm going to add maybe a little bit of white to this purple that I just created to give it a nice background mountain area here. The yellow should be dry. Maybe even just a little more blue for this background mountain. Like a wisteria color. All right, nice and sort of subtle. Okay, I've let it dry, so it's pretty dry. I'm going to work the sky a little bit, and I have a little makeup puff that we're going to use to kind of create the clouds. So I'm going to mix a lavender, and I might still have some from my hill, but just going to go ahead and mix some more. I'm going to make it the same color as the hill, but just slightly more red. But it's a purple, it's a lavender. I'm going to take my brush and just kind of create a pattern in the sky of where I want my clouds to go. I'm focusing on the in-between line of the blue and the yellow, kind of to hide and mask it. Once I have that on there, I'm going to start taking my puff, and I'm just going to create little round, softer edges to kind of diffuse the clouds, just to make them soft, wisping through the sky. You could take dabs, you could do little swirls, but I'm just softening up that color and letting it blend with the background colors. Clouds come in all different sizes and shapes, so it's up to you what you want them to look like. I go down into the yellow a little, just wispy clouds pulling out. Going to mix together a little orange, so a scoop of yellow, a dab of red, and a little bit of white to get kind of a creamsicle color. I'm going to just touch this into the in-between areas of the purple. Be careful if your purple's wet, although it should be drier once you diffuse it with the puff. I'm just adding little touches here and there of the creamsicle color. I'm going to take my puff and just kind of blend it in, pulling it into the yellow, giving it a soft feel. You can take a little bit of pink, little scoop of white, touch of red. And just touch it in the top portion where the purple is. Maybe a little down below in the orange. We're just using this color to soften up some of the areas. You can also touch into a little bit of white and just help diffuse some of the areas as well. Just softening our clouds. So I want to add a little bit of a shadow to my hill, so I'm going to go back into the purple or the lavender and make it just slightly darker than the hill color. We're just going to add little touches here and there just to kind of give it a little bit more of a shadow. Just really slight, barely there color. We want to add some foliage to the left side. We want to mix a color, so I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to take a scoop of green and a dab of black just to get a darker green color. I'm going to start on the left side with some trees or really tall bushes. I'm not sure yet. Just kind of want to create a shape and then just keep adding to it. And as it gets farther away, they're just going to be a little smaller. I'm going to add some on the right side. Good balance. And just get smaller and smaller so they kind of fade out. So I'm mixing together yellow and a touch of green to get a very chartreuse color. I'm going to go back into my foliage that's off in the background, and I'm going to whisk my brush up while incorporating maybe a touch of green here and there just to break it up. Now the stroke up and down or just flicking up is going to start to create a texture that's going to look like wheat, and that is what I'm trying to go for. And I'm just wisping. I want to mix a lavender color, very similar to the background mountains, so blue, red, white, and I want to start creating my lavender poofs or bushes that are in the field. So once you've mixed that, we're going to start applying it to the canvas. And I'm going to start in the middle. I'm just going to kind of create this spacing for it, so I'm just tapping my brush just to kind of get a feel for where it's going to go. Kind of starting off with a dome, but then I'm letting a couple of little straggler lavender spikes poof out. We'll build this up more later. For right now, it's mostly just for placement. Where do these go? You want to build up the next one. Again, it's just for placement. The next one. I'm just creating upside down U shapes just to figure out where each lavender bush is going to go. Well, you know where they're going to go. You kind of have a map. Now you're just going to go back in and tap your brush and just kind of fill it in and give it more of just placement. And for right now, we're still just using the purple color that we mixed. Now we can start to add white to it and add a little more definition to it. So just clean off your brush, go into the white, and we're just going to start to apply this to our canvas. We'll start at the back ones first. And I'm just adding the texture, just tapping my brush, just trying to figure out the little spikes in all the different directions. Move on to the next one. And you just want to keep going, bushel by bushel. So I've let it dry a little bit. Now when we add more color, it will stick a little bit more. So, well, that's sticking. Not the way I wanted it to. Okay, my palette is being obnoxious. Okay. So I want to use a smaller brush to start to incorporate some little elements. There we go. And I do want to add a little tiny bit of green. I'm just going to kind of sprig a little bit of green here and there. I'm using kind of a sagey green. And of course we're going to be adding more layers to this, but we have a little base going on. As I get farther back, I want to add a little less. Maybe a little bit of a darker green mixed in with that sagey green. If you need to, you can go back into the white and the purple mix to just redefine your bushes and cover up a little bit of the green if you feel you need to. Just go back over all the different colors and just get to a place where you feel pretty good about it. And here's the final product. As you can see, they blend in quite fairly easily with actual lavender. Well, it's not real lavender, it's, yeah, but they look really, really, really close. So just a little addition to your artistic arsenal, but just a fun painting. Romantic French lavender fields, always a good one. Anyway, you guys, if you had a good time and you would like to paint this painting and you want to tell me all about it, let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments below. Also, too, if you want me to keep creating more of these, please give it a like, a share, a thumbs up. Show me some love, y'all.